allows you to take the back-end tools and services, the back-end servers, databases, virtual management, things like that, and easily port that over to a mobility strategy. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about trending, what's happening in the marketplace and some of the trends that are in place today. The first one is regionalization. I think of this list, this is probably the most important one, and it's something that is really strong in the market today. One of the things that the phenomenon that's happening is that more and more people are starting to bring their own devices into the workplace. So this is very different from the days when I was back in IT and I was responsible for helping deploy some laptops and desktop computers where everybody's desktop or laptop computer was identical to everybody else's. You know, that was really done by the IT department to help them to provide a better level of service, professional support, and allow us to be a little bit more productive. But the reality now is that people are buying their own devices and bringing them into the workspace. And at Lynn, we like to call this a personal reliable device to bring your own devices. And what's changing here is that these users are purchasing their devices not necessarily for their use in the office, but they're making more of their choices around, you know, good for Facebook, I want to connect with my friends and my colleagues, and they're not really thinking about security or how it works in the enterprise space. So that's something really important to know. The other thing is that IDC is indicating by the year 2013, over 56% of the devices within the corporations will be a personal liable device, a device that's not provided to them. So the next one is around deployment choice. I don't think today you can open up a PC magazine or a networking magazine that does not talk about the cloud. So I think this really comes down to, again, there's some of us are going to move into the cloud, some of us are going to retain their environment on-premise. But I think in the end, what's going to dominate is sort of a hybrid environment where you have some of your information in the cloud, and some of that information that is maybe highly secure or a little bit protected, more protected, you're going to keep that in-house. So I think in the end, it's really most of the time going to be sort of a hybrid solution. Of course, in this economy, lower cost, total cost of ownership and lowering costs are something that is extremely important and something that we're always looking at every day. And I think what we need to do is look at the platforms that we deploy and see how we're using them. Are we using them to their full potential, or are we just really scratching the surface because of those apps or services or servers that we deploy? And then, of course, the new form factors. Obviously, technology advances. It's important that people that are manufacturing their hardware are also advancing in those times. So newer processors, newer platforms, for example, the tablet space has really taken off in the last couple of years. People are really looking at the tablets and saying, is this truly a replacement strategy for my laptop computers? And I think most importantly, in regards to all of these trends, is security. So whenever you're making your choices in regards to allowing your people to bring devices, their own personal devices to work, or deploying the cloud, or what form factor, what devices you're choosing to deploy to your users, you need to be thinking about security every step of the way. The fact of the matter is that these devices are becoming more and more powerful and are giving your users access to corporate data that is that's your information, that's your intellectual property. When you want your users using their laptop wide open in a public place for everyone to look at, and that same mentality has to be thought of with regards to handsets and smartphones and we're going to talk now a little bit about the products that Research in Motion has introduced or is going to be introducing that addresses these different trends. The first one I'm going to talk about is the BlackBerry Balance product. And this is really addressing that user that's bringing their own device into the workspace. So again, what I said is what we're looking at when we're buying devices and bringing it to the workplace isn't necessarily any concern for the corporate data or the intellectual property that your organization has. You may be making decisions around is it the best device for Facebook, or is it the best device for posting a picture to to Facebook or something to that effect. Or integrating your Yahoo account or Gmail account. That might be your priority, not your corporate information. So BlackBerry introduced a part of BlackBerry Balance that we feel really does unite. It balances in the user's experience. And really in two ways. The first way is when those users are connecting the device into the corporate messaging system, they have access now to emails, calendar events, corporate contacts, but with the BlackBerry Balance product, you can protect them. And what I mean by that is you can push down policies to those users' devices that permit or disallow them to cut an email and take from a corporate message and paste it into a personal message and fire it up. Or you can prevent them from forwarding a corporate message to a personal mailbox, Facebook, or something to Twitter, obviously, corporate information on some of those sessions. So that's one thing that we do. The second part is that these users have purchased their own device. They brought the device into the workplace, and they're asked to connect them to the corporate information. But that employee may not always be an employee of your company. They may choose to leave, or you may choose that they need to leave. Now that could be, but you have to be mindful that this user purchased their own device brought it into the workplace. So that personal information that's on that smartphone is, you have really no rights to control that. But you do need to have the rights to control your corporate information. So with the BlackBerry Balance product, you can send down an IT command to the device that will totally remove everything that is corporate. Corporate email, corporate calendar, corporate contacts, all that information will be removed from the device.